So for our last speaker of the first set, all the way from the local on 4th Avenue, we have Jarin, who's going to talk to us about all the various ways in which our world might end, like tonight or tomorrow or maybe in a billion years. There you go.
Hi, I'm Jarin Udom, and I'm the founder of Robot Mode and lead developer at Locurus. All throughout history, humans have wondered what the eventual fate of the world might be. The world is going to end, and I'm here tonight to tell you how. I'm not going to talk about some of the well-known doomsday scenarios like nuclear war, super viruses, super volcanoes, Mayan 2012 prophecies, free universal healthcare, or global warming, because these have already been covered by movies and the media. I'm going to tell you about some real, way scarier scenarios. It's going to be great. Speaking of global warming, right now we're actually in a brief 10,000-year warm spell in the middle of a 1.6 million-year ice age. Once we clean up our act because of global warming, the algae and the plants that thrived on the heat will start sucking up all the CO2 they can get, removing the Earth's thermal blanket and sending us right back into a deep freeze. Hydroxyls are the detergents of the atmosphere. They bind with pollutants and make them soluble in water, but if pollution overwhelms the hydroxyl cycle, they're not coming back. They're formed by UV sunlight, so the hole in the ozone layer might be the only thing saving us from moving into filtered dome cities. Nanobots may have many uses in the near future, such as manufacturing exotic materials or repairing heart damage. However, if they're given the ability to make copies of themselves, they might dismantle the surface of the Earth and everything on it atom by atom and turn into a gray sludge of bacteria-sized robots. Particle accelerators are awesome, but we may accidentally create a microscopic black hole that falls to the center of the Earth, slowly growing until it sucks us up, or we may create strangelets which turn any normal matter they touch, such as the Earth, into a hot glowing ball of quarks in an unstoppable chain reaction. Human sperm counts have declined by half in the last 50 years, probably because reproduction is no longer dependent on biological fitness. Men may stop producing sperm in 50 to 100 years. Also, the male Y chromosome is constantly under attack by the X chromosome, and it may be extinct in only 5,000 generations. In about 5 billion years, the sun will start running out of hydrogen to burn, and it'll grow until it engulfs the Earth as a red giant star. The great thing is we really don't have to worry about this one because it's only going to take about 1 billion years until it's hot enough to boil off our oceans and our atmosphere. Conventional equipment sees right through ice comets. In 1989, a giant comet almost hit us, and we didn't even see it until it had passed because a comet coming right at you looks stationary. Fun fact, it passed right through the exact position where the Earth was at only 6 hours prior. Speaking of which, Comet Apophis is coming by in 2029. It doesn't look like it'll hit us, but it'll pass below the orbits of geosynchronous communication satellites. Even if it doesn't hit us, a moon impact might even be worse, showering the Earth with giant moon chunks for decades. Speaking of comets, a star named Gliese 710 is heading right for us at 50 times the speed of sound. In 1.4 million years, it'll skim by about a light year away and stir up the cloud of comets surrounding our solar system, throwing planet-sized chunks of ice and rocket right at us for tens of thousands of years. Looks pretty, right? Well, we'll have a great view of the Andromeda Galaxy in about 4.5 billion years when it collides with the Milky Way. We'll be fine if our solar system gets flung out into deep space, but running into a giant cloud of molecular hydrogen would suffocate us as it combines with the oxygen in our atmosphere to make water. Any day now, we've noticed that Neptune's orbit seems a little off. A few months to a few years later, Earth and everyone on it accelerates to the speed of light and is stretched into strings of zero thickness as we get sucked into a black hole. Since they absorb light, they're pretty hard to see coming. When a supermassive star collapses into a black hole, it releases more energy all at once than our sun will emit in its entire 10 billion year lifespan. If one happened even moderately close by, the Earth would be instantly sterilized. Gamma ray bursts happen in the universe about once a day. What we know of as the the vacuum actually has an energy level. The thing is, it might not be the true energy level. All it would take is a very energetic event to cause a bubble of true vacuum to expand at the speed of light to the ends of the universe, causing the laws of physics as we know it and us to cease to exist. All this vacuum energy comes from particle-antiparticle pairs randomly propping into existence and then instantly annihilating each other. Pretty soon, we may figure out how to extract this energy and use it. Only thing is, it will cause a chain reaction that will either take us out and our neighboring stars or the entire universe. But hey, let's be optimistic and say we survive all this. 100 trillion years from now, as the stars twinkle out and energy sources become hard to come by, our godlike post-human descendants will have to go into long periods of hibernation to conserve energy. One day, we might not even wake up. During our sleep, we might run simulations to keep busy. In fact, statistically speaking, we're probably in one of these simulations right now. Whoever's running this thing might decide to pull the plug, the system may crash, or it might run into scaling issues as we journey out towards the stars. The good thing is we won't even know. Now, regardless of what happens, about 1 with 100 zeros years from now, the stars will die, black holes will evaporate, and even protons will decay. All that will be left is nothing. But hey, it's not all bad news. Remember those virtual particle pairs? Given an infinite amount of time, things will start to happen. You, with your full consciousness and memories, will sail with your friends on a boat with butterfly wings. Another Earth will spontaneously appear where everyone lives in peace and harmony. And given about 1 with 1,056 zeros years, there might even be another Big Bang. Don't panic, it's gonna be great.